here at the 2025 California Open Dance Sport Championships with Jason and Sveta Daly. We all know them, we all love them. Former rhythm finalists, studio owners, coaches, multiple competition owners, the list goes on and on. Tell us, guys, how many years have you been at the California Open, either dancing, judging?
Too many, right?
Too many.
Probably you a little bit more than me, but I remember dancing this as an amateur for sure.
Yeah, me as a professional, always a professional.
And actually, this is a very special competition for the two of us because we did our retirement dance here. And that was 11 years ago?
Yeah, 2011. 14.
14, yes. So
amazing. That's such like a memorable experience to connect you with the comp. I feel like you've never...
Debbie made it so special for us.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. We had all of our students here. We had our family here. It was really, really nice. Yeah.
So what made you guys choose to retire at the California Open?
It's just our home. I mean, we're always here. There's never a California Open that we're not here fully with the whole studio, with everyone. It's on our doorsteps, number one, but number two, we just love Debbie. She's done a great job. She's made us feel at home always. She makes her students feel good, and we just love it here.
Yeah, she's always been around for us, and we always like to give back, and it's a great comp for the first of the year in California.
I mean, look at it. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Incredible, incredible. So, a little bit of a more lighthearted question. So obviously, Sveta, you can't judge when Jason's on the floor.
Oh, she still judges me.
I judge.
That's my question. So would you say you're more judgmental of him and his students than the other judges?
100%. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, his students are very lucky that I don't judge. I'm just kidding. No, absolutely not. No, I don't know. I guess I would have to try it to know. But I do coach his students, obviously, so I do look at them with more critique.
Definitely. So, how do you guys manage the lifestyle of having a family, 2 studio locations? We have competitions, we have dancing program, judging, and coaching. Like, how do you manage all of it?
I have a different answer than you. Coffee.
The male answer is I just do different hats. When I'm in the studio, it's that hat. When I get home, it's totally the kids. When it's at the competition, it's the competition. Sveta does a lot more behind the scenes with the competition. We always joke that me and Eddie are just the eye candy, but he does a lot. I'm the eye candy.
I love it. When you guys are, because you both judge, you both work with students, when you are judging competitions, what is most important for you to see from whether it's a student or a high-level competitor? What are you prioritizing?
It's a really good question. I think we talked about this a little while ago. I remember when I first came into judging, I thought I knew exactly what I was going to look for. Oh, I'm a foot person. That's it. They have to be on their foot. And when you see, and when you're on the floor judging, you care about completely different things. And it's always different. It just depends on how you feel, what's in front of you, because you're comparing one to another. So what you came in, what the perspective is when you came in is very different than what you're looking at. Matter of fact, if Jason is watching from across the floor, like tonight, we're going to have very different opinions and slightly arguments, maybe. But yeah, because we don't see the same thing, because it's different when you're on the floor. So yeah, never know.
With the program for me is a love of dance. So when I watch them and I see that they're having fun, that will outweigh any technical mistake for me than someone who is so focused on educating us about a rock step but doesn't look like they're having fun.
Actually, I would say that in pro as well. When you're really fully in it and you enjoy it and you love it, it shows.
And I was taught as a kid, it's never the best dancer that wins, it's the best performer.
So
you could be the best dancer in the world, but you have it's like watching paint dry. But then you can have someone who's a bit of both, and you go, well, unfortunately that person touches me more, so in that moment you mark that person.
Well, and that's what's difficult with our business, because we feel certain things, and that's what we judge. It's not necessarily, on point system or anything like that. So you could have perfect footwork, and like you said, there's nothing behind it. It's hard to judge. But also, if you have a lot of personality and love it, but there's no footwork,
definitely.
the feet are flopping around. It doesn't
Kind of has to have a
necessarily.
full package, right?
Yes.
I think if
absolutely.
you learn the rules of what the dancing is, and then you learn to bend them to your own personality and the way that you do it, you come across a very strong couple or strong dancer because you have your own identity. And I think that's be yourself, learn the rules, and then bend them
Oh yeah,
to
the
your
worst
way.
thing is when I watch someone and I know exactly who they take lessons with, right? Like you don't want to be someone else. Obviously on a beginner level or even some amateur level, you still will have it because you want to be like your idols, but later on you have to find your personality.
Absolutely. So one last question for you guys. Last final question is, do you have any advice for people who are looking to develop an identity in the industry where they can build that concept of having a studio, having competitions, and also having that history and that legend as dancers?
Have respect for fellow professionals. That's how you make a name. Have respect, have professionalism, do the right thing. That always works.
I think you can learn something from everybody. Don't be afraid to go out, and it's like being in a class as a kid, right? Your teacher says, don't be afraid to put your hand up, but we're afraid to put our hand up because we feel stupid, right? So the kid who actually puts his hand up, there's about 10 in the class who actually want to know the answer. So go seek the people who can help you, and don't think that you're too good.
You never know everything.
You don't know everything.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for the time, for coming back year after year to California Open, for being one of the top studios over and over again, and we look forward to having you back next year.
Thank you so much.